I need to know how to make my LG TV brighter.
Close the blinds so the sun isn't shining on the screen.
Next you'll tell me to watch it at night and turn off all the lights.
Before you start looking for ways to make the screen brighter, make sure you don't have glare or reflections from other lights.
If it was something that simple, I wouldn't be asking for your help.
I've heard of LG TVs dimming suddenly during scene changes. There isn't a fix for the models that have that issue, but you can boost the contrast ratio to try to minimize it.
I don't think I've seen that.
The scene change when it goes from a light image to a dark one causes the whole panel to go dark and stay that way until a light one comes along, so even one in gray light later looks dark until there's a really light image.
I could try to solve that by changing channels quickly too.
Yes, though the first time problem appeared in 2011, the solution was a firmware update.
My TV is not old enough to be affected by something that showed up in 2011.
That doesn't mean they won't have some other algorithm problem that affects the dimming.
My model can control the LEDs and backlight fast enough to not have that problem.
If you think the LEDs and backlight are working right, you can try to brighten it by going to Menu, Picture, Brightness, then push the right arrow to increase the brightness.
And the obvious solution if I overdid it, is to push the left arrow. And as a side note, no, I haven't been turning it down by accident.
Depending on the TV model, try going to the picture settings, energy saver or eco mode, and turn off the eco or energy savings mode.
Doesn't that mode cause it to turn off after being inactive for a certain period of time?
Use the LG sleep timer mode to do that, but the energy saver mode darkens the screen to save power, so turning it off will brighten the screen. And on some of the LG TVs and monitors, this isn't a menu selection but button on the display.
That renders it useless for most of the population.
And just to be safe, turn off local dimming and global dimming.
I don't know how to turn off global dimming.
I've heard conflicting advice on how to turn it off, so consult the manual or tech support to figure out how for your TV.
I am consulting tech support right now. You
could turn off the advanced contrast enhancer turned off and light sensor turned off, so that it doesn't dim the images when it thinks the room is dimmer.
Any other ideas?
Restore to factory defaults if this showed up after someone tried to optimize the image quality.
Other than that or rebooting.
Let's suppose this is a hardware problem. If the backlight bulb thingy, power board or LEDs are in need of repair, then you have to call in for service.
And I'll have tried everything first that would have made me feel like an idiot if I paid a tech $50 an hour to do it.